There is something about a quiet Tuesday evening in a city that never truly sleeps that has a way of turning an ordinary dinner into something the whole world talks about the next morning. And that is precisely what happened when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce stepped out of a sleek black SUV on a cobblestone street in the kind of neighborhood where old money whispers and new love announces itself without apology. She wore ivory, the kind of effortless ivory that takes 3 hours and an entire team to look effortless, and he wore dark navy with his hand placed at the small of her back the way a man does when he is not performing affection for cameras but simply cannot help himself. They moved through the cool night air as though they had done this 1,000 times, and perhaps they had, but the world had not been watching quite like this. Oresh, the restaurant they chose, is not the kind of place you stumble into. You do not find Oresh on a whim. You find it because someone who matters told you about it, because you value the kind of meal that feels like a secret even after it has been eaten, because you understand that the best evenings are the ones where the food and the company compete for your attention and neither quite wins. The reservation had been made under a name that was not theirs, the way these things always are, and yet the moment they crossed the threshold, the entire room shifted in that invisible electric way rooms shift when something undeniable walks in. They were seated away from the window, a deliberate choice, though the paparazzi waiting outside with their long lenses would have argued that no choice in Taylor Swift's life is ever truly private anymore. What is remarkable, though, is not the restaurant or the outfit or the careful choreography of celebrity life. What is remarkable is the way he leaned toward her when she spoke. Not the polite lean of someone waiting for their turn to talk, but the genuine lean of someone who finds the other person genuinely worth hearing. Witnesses at nearby tables described a couple deep in conversation, laughing at something that was clearly an inside joke, sharing plates with the easy intimacy of people who have already decided this is it. There was wine, there was candlelight, there was the kind of unhurried pace that suggests neither of them had anywhere else in the world they would rather be. They lingered over dessert. They did not rush. And when they finally emerged back onto that quiet cobblestone street, her hand found his first, fingers intertwining before either of them looked up, as though the connection between them had become instinct, something the body does before the mind catches up, which is perhaps the most honest definition of love anyone has ever accidentally demonstrated on a Tuesday night in front of a restaurant that will now be impossible to get into for the next 6 months.